What would you think if I told you that the deeper truth of who you are is connected with all of existence? That you can influence the entire universe with your thoughts and emotions? We are entering an age where there is a realization that quantum physics and spirituality are intertwined. This realization validates that the truth of who we are is beyond what our minds can comprehend. In this video, we will explore how, within the depths of our lives, we and the universe are one, and the hidden potential that exists within us all. We invite you to share your insights in the comment section as we take a journey of self-discovery and explore the quantum world. Beyond the reach of our everyday life lies a hidden world that defies all logic and explanation. This is the quantum world, which is the world of atoms, subatomic particles, and, most of all, energy. Under classical physics, the atom was believed to be the smallest unit of matter. This belief, along with our limited sensory acuity, led us to believe that we live in a world of physical form. We now know that the atom is anything but solid. Instead, subatomic particles exist like islands in the vast oceans of energy. In other words, the world of form that we experience is formless. This means that you and everything else you experience in your world share the same essential foundation, which is energy. Within the quantum universe, there are numerous unexplained phenomena, one of which is quantum entanglement. Let's say that two dancers are performing a duet. Their intricate moves are in perfect harmony with each other. Now imagine that one of the dancers is removed from the stage and relocated to the other side of the world. Despite the vast distance between them, the two dancers continue to perform with perfect precision. This is a metaphor for quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is a concept that refers to how two atomic particles can share a connection so powerful that their fates are eternally entwined, regardless of the distance that is between them. If a scientist manipulates a subatomic particle, then a distant particle will be affected in the exact same manner. We are made of subatomic particles, so does entanglement play a role in our lives? It is theorized that quantum entanglement may result in the instantaneous sharing of information between atomic particles, regardless of how vast the distance is between them. This theory has led some to believe that there may be an entanglement of consciousness, that our inner world interacts and resonates with the outer world. It is for this reason that some believe that quantum entanglement may explain how psychic connections and extrasensory perception, ESP, occur. There have been experiments involving DNA and quantum entanglement that have yielded surprising results. A study by Russian scientist Vladimir Poponin involved DNA and photons, which are particles that form light. Poponin removed the air from a glass tube, leaving only the photons. As expected, the photons randomly dispersed themselves throughout the tube. However, this changed when DNA was introduced into the tube. When this occurred, photons rearranged themselves around the DNA. What was further surprising was that the photons retained their new positioning when the DNA was removed. In 1993, the US Army experimented to see how emotions and DNA interact. DNA was collected from a test subject and then isolated in another room. The test subject was then shown videos intended to elicit an emotional reaction. One video disturbingly depicted war, and the other was a comedy. Remarkably, the isolated DNA sample responded instantaneously to the test subject's emotions. The same results occurred even when the DNA sample was relocated hundreds of miles away. We are made of subatomic particles and DNA. So can we become entangled? The following are some signs that you may be entangled with someone. You find yourself suddenly overwhelmed by strong emotions without knowing why at the same time. Soon afterward, someone you know comes to you to apologize for wronging you. Or you suddenly feel positive feelings for unknown reasons, which is followed up by someone giving you good news. What this means is that you are tapping into the other person's emotions. Out of nowhere, someone you know dominates your thinking. That person may have been focusing their energies on you. You have repeated dreams of someone you know doing things that you cannot imagine them doing. Later, you find out they did engage in that behavior. You are about to call or text someone when they contact you first. Someone shares the same feelings or reflections that you privately held. For example, they tell you about a book they are reading, which is the same book you just read. Have you ever experienced a situation like this? If so, we invite you to share your story in the comments section. Have you ever experienced a coincidence that was meaningful to you? You may have attributed it to being a chance encounter, or perhaps it was synchronicity. Synchronicities are those mystical or strange moments when the universe seems to bring about improbable events in our lives that we have a hard time explaining. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung believed that synchronicities were not random events. Rather, they were intended to provide insight into our lives. He believed that synchronicities are influenced by our subconscious minds, which shape our experiences. According to Jung, synchronicities are used by the unconscious mind to communicate with the conscious mind. The unconscious mind does not belong to a single individual. Rather, it is the collective of all individuals. It is a storehouse of shared knowledge and experiences that influence our thoughts, perceptions, and behavior. Jung believed that our subconscious thoughts interact with the universe, which, in turn, is interconnected because of quantum entanglement. While the unconscious mind can make connections, the conscious mind is unable to. Synchronicities are a way that the unconscious mind communicates information to the conscious mind. By understanding these messages, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. Examples of synchronicities include going about your day and running into someone you have not seen for years, or randomly coming across a book that contains the answers you were looking for. By giving synchronicities your attention, you can gain personal insights and personal growth. You can increase your awareness of synchronicities by doing the following. Cultivate mindfulness. Practice mindfulness activities such as meditation or yoga. Doing so will help you increase your awareness of coincidences and patterns that arise in your life. Keep a synchronicity journal. Keep a journal documenting the synchronistic events, symbols, and dreams that grab your attention. Review your journal regularly for meanings and connections you have experienced. Trust your intuition. When making decisions or dealing with uncertain situations, trust your feelings and instincts. When synchronicity events occur, trust your intuition as to the message they are sending you. Have you ever experienced a synchronistic event? Let us know in the comments section. Since Jung, other researchers have studied the connection between the collective unconscious mind and the individual consciousness, leading to theories of non-local communication. The idea that the individual mind can tap into the collective unconsciousness may explain intuition and ESP. The idea of non-local communication is not without evidence. Nature is full of examples of non-local communication. Two examples are elephants and butterflies. Elephant herds have demonstrated behavioral shifts in response to future events, such as the slaughter of another herd. Multi-generations of monarch butterflies migrate along the same route each year. Are they going by inherited memory, or do they share a common consciousness? As mentioned, the atom is not solid. Rather, it consists largely of energy and subatomic particles, such as electrons. However, these particles are subject to what is known as the observer effect. When electrons are observed by researchers, they take on the form of a solid particle. However, when they are not observed, they turn into non-physical energy. The act of observing determines the state of these particles. The researchers have concluded there is a connection between thought and matter. Does observation affect the state of reality? If so, could this be what is behind manifesting in the law of attraction? The manifesting process involves how we apply our attention. The following are the steps for doing so. 1. Get a specific idea of what you wish to manifest. The best way to do this is to write down what you want in detail. 2. Imagine what it would feel like if what you wanted to manifest was already in your life. A good way to do this is to meditate daily on the details and feelings that you would experience if your desires had already manifested. 3. Maintain positive emotional states, which include love, appreciation, gratitude, and joy. 4. Trust that your desires will manifest when the time is right. Manifestations almost always occur unexpectedly. We inhabit a universe where everything is interconnected. Life has a natural rhythm that reverberates throughout existence. When we tap into that rhythm, our lives flow with it rather than against it. Quantum entanglement provides connections, and synchronicity provides lessons about those connections. We would enjoy reading your comments on how this video may have led you to new insights. Also, if you would like to see more content like this, please subscribe.